I met her birth dad when I was 19. I think I was with him for less than a year before I got pregnant. Me and her dad went down to Portland, moved down there. Before we knew I was pregnant is when he started kind of being more abusive. So he's a super bad drug addict, really bad alcoholic, really bad. Didn't like me looking anywhere but the ground or at him, even if we're alone. When I found out I was pregnant, we were basically on the street in Portland. We moved back here. That was around this time I started going to YES and been living here in my parents' basement ever since then. Eventually, I had Maya, and then I had her, and there was a situation that happened. So she was about 3 or 4 weeks old, and he got drunk like he does. At one point, I tried to grab her and run out the door, and he threw us against the wall. Luckily, his sister was down here, so she heard me screaming, and so she came in and held him back, and after that is when I decided he needed to go. Because, yeah, you just, what are you gonna do? Sorry. It was just really scary at the time, so, yeah. So we kicked him out that night, and, I talked to Karen about it, and she came down to the courthouse with me to get a protection order against him so that he couldn't come and take Maya. Eventually I got full custody of her. I'd had to do a lot for it. And then I continued seeing Karen. Any concerns with Maya's behavior I could ask her about, or suggestions on what I should do, you know, when she's crying nonstop, or, you know, there you go. You know, not get super overwhelmed, or that Maya wasn't, you know, being brought up with a parent who doesn't know what she's doing, kind of. When Maya was 2, we were recommended to the parent-child interaction therapy.
Hi, Maya.
With Jackie.
Laura, how are you?
We first started with Maya. We would do a special time, and which Maya loved, so she'd look forward to these appointments, which was great. So I think for the first, I want to say 2 months maybe, we were just doing the child interaction, so she would kind of lead the playtime, and I would just kind of learn how to give her praises for everything she was doing and noticing everything she was doing and how she was doing it. And then we moved on to the parent interaction. That's where I kind of say, hand me that red pen, so that she will listen, and then, you know, Jackie talked with me about, you know, timeouts and the timeout chair, and when I should be putting her in the timeout chair, what I do to lead up to that.
Give her warning.
That's a warning.
Okay, here, have one.
Give her praise.
They've given me the tools that I've needed to have to be a good parent, to help me with those questions that I have, and what do I do when she does this? What's the healthy way to do this? What's the best thing that I can do for her as her mom? Those kind of questions that have been answered through YES definitely, I think, helped me be a better, responsible mom. It has definitely brought me closer with Maya. She is just a complete ball of light. The way she puts things together in her head, and how she thinks about the world and how she sees it. I try not to have expectations. I want her to blossom into who she wants to be and what she wants to do. I just want her to be happy and successful in whatever she wants to be successful in. And like life, and love life, and love the world, and just be a happy person. That would be successful in my mind, is to raise a happy kid.